First, user progress is no longer called user progress. It is now called class progress. It will appear as class progress here, and you will also see it appear as class progress beneath the My Grades menu. The only time you'll see it appear as user progress is when you drill down to the student level. At this point, you'll see class progress is one level up, and when you're looking at an individual student, it is then called user progress. So user progress refers to individual students. Class progress refers to the rest of the class. This change will apply to students and instructors. Next is the option to link directly to any announcement within your course. This can be done on any screen where you have the content editor, and all you do is click on the link button, the quick link button. You'll see announcements as a new option. You can scroll through all of your announcements, find the announcement you want. However, don't just click here. We want you to edit the link so that it opens in a new window, and there's an important reason for that. If you don't use the edit button to edit your link and you just insert it like this, the problem is if you insert this announcement link directly inside a content page, when the student clicks on the link, it will load the announcement over top of the content page for which they were visiting this page. So in other words, the content will disappear and students will now be reading your announcement instead of the page that they came here to read. So always when you insert a link, make sure that you edit the link so that it opens up in a new window by editing there and clicking new window. Now when your students click on your link, it will pop up a new window for them and they can read your announcements right here. One potential use for this new feature is in email. If you wanted to send an email to your students that you have a new announcement, right from within email, I could insert a new link and also go to announcements, edit my announcement to open in a new window. And that way I can send all my students my announcements pages if I'd like. Another reason why you might want to link back to an announcement is when you're dealing with an instruction page and potentially you've already covered or given some additional instructions to the instructions for this assignment within your announcements. In that case, it's really easy to edit this instruction page, find where you want to insert your link, potentially it's right here, and just insert the link to your announcement right there. Don't forget to make it open in a new window. So you could just say something like this: please read this announcement for additional tips for success with this assignment with the link to the announcement. And then you hit update. Another new feature we're getting this semester is the ability to subscribe to email notifications whenever a student submits a new assignment. We simply come over here to the Edit Submission folder on any assignment, and at the bottom of the page, we simply enter our email address to receive an email notification and click Save and Close. This must be done one assignment at a time. It cannot be done for multiple assignments all at once. The best practice we're recommending at this point is to not receive email notifications every time every student submits every assignment. However, what we do recommend is we grade the entire class on our normal grading schedule, and when we're done grading the assignment, we will go up here to Edit Submission folder, which takes us back to the same screen, and at that point we will enter our email address down here below and save and close. This would result in receiving email notifications for only those students submitting the assignment after we have graded. That way we don't have any stray assignments out there that are ungraded by us. A new feature coming to your gradebook this semester is the ability to do exempt grades. This is really nice if you ever want to excuse a grade item for a particular student. It's very easy to do. You click on the menu here next to the grade item, click Grade All, and choose the students for which you would like to excuse this assignment, and then click the Exempt button. If I want to undo what I've done, I can click the Unexempt button. Very simple back and forth. This is a nice way to see a visual reminder of which students have been excused from which assignments. We think this is going to be a really great way to do group discussion boards. So we think with group discussions, there's all these students in group 1 that were not actually assigned to group 1. They were assigned to group 2. And we still have the opportunity to give them a grade. But rather than give them a grade, we can come through here and exempt them from this grade item. And that way, when we go back to our grade book, there's no more blank dashes. We always see some kind of a grade for each student. So I can see who is exempt, and I know that those exemptions should have grades in the other group if we're having group discussions. One important note is that exempt grades can only be given within the gradebook. They cannot be given from within the various tools such as quizzes or assignments. This semester we have a new report available to all instructors called the Class Engagement Report. You can see here. The Class Engagement Report is found underneath More Tools inside the Class List tool. From the Class List tool, click on Class Engagement. Class engagement is a really nice way to kind of keep track of your lost sheep. There's lots of ways to identify and narrow down to your students that you need to keep track of. First, we can see how many students haven't logged into the class in the last 7 days, and if we click on this box, we can filter down to those 3 students. We can click on that box again to show the rest of the class. The grade distribution over here will show us how many A's, B's, and C's we have. We can click again on any one of these columns to automatically filter to that particular group of students, and we can keep adding and removing these filters. We can organize the list down below by clicking any of these title headings, so we can put them in ascending and descending order. So if we wanted to see who has been logging in the most recent, or who has not logged in the longest amount of time, we can do that here. If we want to see who has been participating in the most discussion threads and replies, we can do that here. One really nice feature about the class engagement tool is anytime I filter to any group of students, I can check the button to select all of them and email just that group. We have really enjoyed testing the class engagement tool. We look forward to hearing your feedback in the instructor community. There you have it, new tools and features for winter 2017 inside iLearn 3.